Well, hello there, everyone, and how are you guys? I hope doing fabulous, yes. Well, before we get into this entertaining video, I would just like to remind you guys to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. And what would you like to say with that, Lady Crone?
Baby Crone said it all.
Yes.
Subscribe, like us, and please leave a comment.
Yes. Sunflowers.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, I hope everything with you is copacetic. I hope you had a good day, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful dinner. Okay? Now, with no further, as you know, there's things going on. It's still the Diddy file. You know, we've been talking about it. We just put a video out again of Ray J and all the mayhem that's going on with Ray J. I think Ray J is cuckoo. No, I don't. I think that Ray J is, if he doesn't get himself together, he just going to snap. And not in a good way. That's how I see Ray J, because of the pressure that Ray J puts himself under. He does this to himself. But enough of that. Okay, so another thing, what we want to talk about today, we want to talk about Beyonce. We want to talk about the Grammys with Beyonce, and about that album, Cowboy Carter, that's supposed to take her to the stratosphere, which she didn't promote, but we'll talk about that. We're supposed to talk about these gangs that's taking over what are the Margaret gangs? What are they called?
Venezuela.
The Venezuela. Oh, we got to talk about that. And about New York and other places like what is it? Chicago, places like that.
Maybe Florida or Texas.
Maybe Texas sent them on a bus and sent them back. But that, and about Sky Jones, Sky Jackson. I keep calling that woman Sky Jones, Sky Jackson, and stuff like that, and whatever we can fit in. Oh, and also I definitely want to talk about the Diddy files with Harvey.
Yes, Harvey Levis from TMZ.
We got to talk about it. Okay, now come on, baby. Let's get started. Where are we going to start with this? Let's just get started.
Yes, first off, before we get into celebrity news, let's just ground ourselves in reality real quick, and let's talk about what's going on in New York City and here in these here states.
See, they let these migrants. Now, this is the kicker for me. I don't know what they promised you, what they told you, that when you come to this country, what you would find. I apologize. But let me tell you that the United States people are suffering themselves. Not all, but a large ratio. Let's say this whole map. And out of the whole map, let's just take this two out, but everything else is struggling. And this too is just sprinkled all about. People are struggling. People on fixed incomes are struggling. People that just making the bare minimum, and that depends on what state. In the state of Maryland, it's $15, and $15 sound like a lot of money until you go to the market, or they take out taxes, or you got to pay a car note or gas, and then when you say, oh my God, I see why they pay us $15, because $15 is just like being paid $3.50 an hour. That's how little the value you get for your money. Now, I know at one point this was, come on, bring your poor, you're sick, you're broken, you're lame. Here, come and make them. This is not the place. No now, the thing that gets me is this. When you have the audacity, in my opinion, when you have the audacity to wreck this area in Queens that you're in, and then have a nerve to go and protest in a country that don't even belong to you yet. And you came here Many of you good, many of you just wicked.
Yeah.
And what did you think you was going to find when you came here? Just keep on moving.
Yeah.
Don't come here. It's nothing here for you.
No.
You say something to them. Maybe they'll hear you.
Yeah. No, it is hard out here for us Americans.
It's hard. No lie.
Mm-hmm. So if we are struggling with the few resources that we have, and now we have to share it with an influx of people. Let's not forget about how Trump was talking about how there was migrants that had moved into that one state and was eating the cats, eating the dogs, allegedly.
I think that was in Florida, I think. Mm-hmm.
But that just shows
No, it wasn't. It wasn't in Florida, but go ahead.
Yeah, that just shows you how America apparently has an immigration problem. And definitely so with this, because of that, this whole migration problem, especially in New York, which
in Chicago, it was in Texas.
These cities are just not the cities to live in anymore. And apparently the New York police force is apparently reinforcing.
Especially in New York, because they get anonymity. They don't, this is crazy.
It is.
I feel sorry for the people that live in these areas.
Yes.
That have to do, the New Yorkers, that have to live. And a lot of stores are closing up because of this. You know, we live in horrible times.
Yeah, really.
And I mean it. My heart goes out to every person that's a good person. They came in this country illegally. I understand you running from your own problems in your own country. Unfortunately, I know now that you're here, you regret that you came. I know. You would have to.
Yeah. I'm not sure how much
you're sleeping in abandoned buildings. You understand? Cold.
Yeah.
You got your cartel forcing you to sell their stolen goods out on the pavement. When the cops come, you got to grab up and run. This is not what you came here for. I know that. Poor things. It's just, all I could say is leave. Leave. Find another place to go. If you can save money, save money. I don't know what to say because I feel sad that they're here. The ones that really came here with an open heart, thinking that this was, I feel bad about that. I do.
Yeah, I do.
I do.
But I think America just probably slightly might make it a little too easy for them to make it into this country, which is why we have an influx of them coming to this country.
It's not even that. I think it's the cartel. I think I mean, we got gangs and they stealing and raiding, and I get it. And it's
smuggling on top of that.
Prayer goes up.
Yes.
That's all I got. That's all I got. It's prayer. It's prayer time. And that's just another problem in the United States, outside of women shaving their heads.
Yes.
Women taking a chastity vow that they are not going to have sex with men again because Trump won. Prayers going up.
Yes. Or let's talk about how that one Disney movie wanted to reduce Snow White just to invoke that feminine energy power that females are trying to rah with.
You know, I said, the card said that he would be fighting with
feminine energy.
And I see it. I didn't know it was like this. Does it get milder or does it get more intense?
It's going to get more intense because we're only just at the beginning.
Oh my Jesus.
Yes, and just to talk about that in astrology real quick, we did talk about Pluto entering an Aquarius and how it was in Capricorn just shortly, and that's why America had its whole Capricorn return. But now, November 15th, which is tomorrow, Pluto officially enters in Aquarius.
Okay.
So even though it entered in the beginning of this year, then dipped out into Capricorn, we now again are going to be officially in it.
And for how long?
For 30 years. No dipping back, just straightforward.
And tell them about Pluto.
Yes, Pluto is all about. Actually, I learned something very interesting about Pluto today. That Pluto can represent the core inner you, like the dark inner, like the inner being. Because if we think about it, there is that duality in life. So therefore, when you are born, you also have another side of yourself that you may keep hidden, or well, it's inside of you. So it's a side of yourself that is more hidden, like the darker side of you, maybe all of the repressed things that you put in the back burner. That's what Pluto like represents. All the
So it's like the high priestess.
yes.
It holds, but only thing, this is a planet, and this planet is about stirring up all that darkness inside of you, and for the purpose of
transforming it and using it to evolve.
Now, you got to also understand this too, if you believe in this kind of stuff. When we were made slaves, when we were created, okay, one of the things that the gods wanted, they made us so they could feed off of our dark energy. You understand? Or we could make gold and feed off of our dark energy. And like you could tell them the way that they worshiped and worshiped with blood, and how they wanted the meat done, and how it was always chaotic. Sure. They feed off of that. Just like you have insects, no, germs and bacteria. It feeds off of rotten things.
Yeah.
Or something as beautiful as a lotus. You put it in a very swampy, disgusting place, and yet it can grow. So I'm saying that nature proves that I'm saying what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Go ahead, baby Crone.
So that so with Pluto,
did that make sense?
Yeah, that did definitely make sense
about how I see Pluto working in us. So we see that we're just going through some dark times.
Yes, and this is only just the iceberg. But don't worry, by the end of the 30 years, we would have
evolved a lot,
a whole lot, just to go through another whole cycle of learning.
Another whole cycle, because it's ever evolving.
But yeah.
Is this for the world, or is it just for United States and the way it's located?
It's for the world.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is for
the world. Oh my Jesus.
Yes. However, it did have a slightly more impact on the United States, just because of where it was located in Unite's birth chart when we became an independent country.
I knew we had something to do with it.
Yes.
So we're going to spill this thing a little bit more. So we're going to, and remember, I told you, I had that vision that said, weep for America. And what it was saying, the world will be looking at us weeping. I had
and
that
we're
vision.
Already slowly seeing it come to pass with the feminine energy, women banding together. Well, that's still the feminine energy.
But it's the women all over the world that's encouraging this too. However, when you look at other parts of the world where women have no rights at all, they have to walk the streets with their head down, or walk with, I can't. There are women in other cultures that have their lady part cut off, so they won't have no pleasure. There are, it used to be a model out here that was from Africa who went through this. So we understand that. But I say this in all love. You can't save the world, but you could save here.
Yes.
And what I mean is, start saving what you can around you. And if everyone start doing that, then it'll be like a blanket that cover the world. We're all in it together.
Yes, we are.
This is all a part of the new age, the new world. The old world is emerging. In other words, it's purging itself. It's not a new world literally. It's a new world in the sense of it's purging itself. And all the darkness and all of the things that was hidden are being destroyed and crumbling and coming down. And you and I, we are at the beginning. We get to see this happen. We get to be to say, I'm the generation who saw that. I saw that. You see, just like there were other people that says, I lived in a generation, there were giants.
Yeah.
There are people that's going to say, I lived in that generation when they were killing witches. See, there are people, this is our generation, to see the destruction that takes place in the world with so many massive of people. We get to witness that. And not only that, we get to make a change
Yes.
in it. We get to participate with change. Go ahead, baby. I had to preach it. I'm going to be preaching it because it's on my soul. I'm called to tell it. I used to just say, I'll tell it once, and nobody said, every time you can, remind them.
Yes.
We're going through it, people. But go ahead.
Yes. That was just something.
And if you get a chance, look at my video. Stop, look, and listen.
Yes, please. If you found that intriguing, maybe it's something in it for you.
Because I'm going to be reading that book, Baby Crone and I. But go ahead, Baby Crone. What else? I just had to stop and take a moment there. Go ahead.
Yes, to get in touch with our reality and what's going on in the world around us. And also talk about how there's apparently an immigration problem in New York and other states.
In other states, yes. And their cities. Please don't come to Maryland.
Please.
Because I'm out. Don't come near me. I'm out. Go ahead.
Yep. So something lighter in news to talk about.
Thank you. That was heavy. Because we may go heavy again, right?
Yes, that is true.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster. We're breathing some air right now.
Thank you.
Glorilla.
I kept trying to figure how could she be pregnant? I said she was just on Kai live. I just saw in a picture with Chloe Bailey and Halle Bailey. I'm like, and I said, but how come she's got this big old stomach, but her breast is still small? Because when you're pregnant, your breasts grow too, because milk. So it ain't no way you're going to be pregnant with that didn't even look right.
No, it didn't.
And they make that mistake in movies. That's why they started making bodysuits. Because if your stomach big, that means the baby have to feed. Your breasts get big too. And by the time it's all over, your lips are swollen, your face is swollen. You just look like an Oompa Loompa. You may not be orange, but you just look like Oompa Loompa. You just look your face swollen and fat. So it's just good. Your stomach all shriveled and wrinkled. You just look like an old prune. But this is why when you have babies, you want to have them with love and the person that love you, because they're not going to look at the imperfections. They're going to look at what miracle you just did with that body.
Yes.
And understand, I don't care what anybody tell you. I'm not talking about physically only. I'm saying after you have a baby, if something happened with your hormones, with your DNA, your genes, you're never the same again. And that doesn't mean a good thing or a bad thing. It's just that you have changed. I believe that with everything. Go ahead. So yeah, I thought she was pregnant.
Yeah.
But I didn't believe it though. That's why I said I'm not going to even touch this or read on it.
It was suspicious. But apparently she had posted it on her social media, the picture of her pregnancy, because she had filmed a video around that time with T-Pain. That wasn't T-Pain in the picture.
And they finally just let that out.
Video.
They was just letting us think that I knew it.
Whole 20 days or so.
And just so the record from what I've heard, I heard she do want children. She doesn't want any children right now. But if she does, she really would want to have her children by surrogacy. Girl, I understand. Okay. It's beautiful that we have an option like that. Yes, and it's beautiful that women are willing to carry a baby for another woman. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is. So, would you like to talk about TMZ or Sky Jackson?
Let's talk about TMZ.
Okay.
Well, what about Beyonce?
Oh, yes, we got Beyonce too.
Okay, let's talk about TMZ.
Okay.
Looking at TMZ, this is my pet peeve. What's his name? Harvey?
Oh, yes, Harvey Levis.
Harvey Levis. I don't understand why all of these people are going on, black men, confessing to Harvey Leathers about the Diddy case when you know he's a lawyer, and B, he don't care about you. He already looked down at all of you. Do you see his show?
It's true.
Are y'all kidding me? Why are you confessing on this man's show, shooting his ratings to the roof?
Yes.
Baby, come, please.
Yes, so much so that this has gotten 3 parts to this documentary so far.
He's making money.
Money.
Over fist and don't care.
Yes.
And they on there talking and, you know, saying things that I don't.
Money grab, taking advantage of the situation. It's just everything. I get it. It's news. He's covering it. I get it. He's a lawyer. He's invested in this. But also at the same time, it becomes a point where it kind of feels like an obsession.
I mean, what? His show? I mean, from the very hand that has got all this coverage on you, will turn it in, letting the whole world see it. Okay?
Videos that you got.
And you all are confessing. Have you all lost your minds? What's wrong with you?
He's created that kind of image for himself.
Harvey?
Yeah, that's what he created. Doesn't mean we have to believe it.
Speechless.
Yeah. It
it's like y'all a bunch of scared rabbits. You're running scared. You're coming up with stories.
Yeah, that's true.
This is ridiculous. You get on this show with this, can I just say it one time?
Yes.
Confess to this white man like he's a priest. He thrives off of your demise. He questioned you.
Yes.
Like he is God. And you bow that oh my God. Oh Lord. But you won't go on of a black man show and do this like that.
Nope.
I'm befuddled. Now maybe and I have no thing to Harvey. Nothing. You can come on my show. At least I won't treat you like a lawyer and interrogate you.
Yeah.
You could go on Tasha K. I know you find fault with our own, but you go and sit up. I just can't. Please, I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say. And the way he go in is relentless.
No care, no sympathy.
Because he see you condemned already. That is just my opinion. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate Harvey. He just doing his thing. He's been doing it, I think, ever since People's Court. He's just doing his thing. But now he's classy with it. He's in your face with it. He's got a smudge. He's got that, what they call it, a smudge. What that look when they call it? It's a he's got that smug. He looks smug and he's sitting there and y'all looking at him, and all of you powerful black men are looking at him, coming to him. Yeah, I didn't do it. I never did it. He did it. Y'all don't stop it. I can't. Y'all look weak and pathetic. I said it. I said it.
Even Ray J up there.
Ray J. What did I tell you?
Ray J everywhere.
He's everywhere. I just don't understand why you're going to go to a hand that you know will bite you. It doesn't make sense. Now, like I said, this is my opinion. I have no problem with Harvey. I like him. I don't know him. but I like his show because he does deal with pop culture.
Yes, he does.
And he deals with other things, and I like him.
Mm-hmm.
But more of it is more black pop culture.
It really is.
He does, maybe because black culture is always into black drama.
That's
but
true.
He's always into it. But I don't judge him because he does deal with pop culture. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is, he's going to deal with. Because he dropped. I mean, I don't think he got into Liam Payne. What's the name? Liam?
Mm-hmm. Liam
he ain't get into him like he into this Diddy.
No.
Now, I'm just saying, I mean, that's just the way he is. Maybe this is just my opinion. I'm just saying, you all need to really think about what you're doing. You're looking really sloppy, pathetic, and scared. Really. Nobody should see you sweat. I'm just saying. But you probably won't listen to me because I'm a woman.
Right. Well, I mean, even though this is a bit dated, TMZ did do a whole lot of documentaries on Britney Spears during her conservative.
Yeah. I'm saying I'm not taking nothing right. I don't know what you call a whole lot.
Right. Yeah, but even that had a whole lot of drama around it.
Right. That's what I said. I did. But I'm just saying, for these powerful black men, mm-hmm. What are you doing? He's a lawyer.
Yes.
What are you doing? I just can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much it for TMZ and Diddy and what's
going on. And the things, if you look at it, if you can stomach it, it's just the way it looked. They all look bad.
They all do.
We looked at half of it. Mm-hmm. I tried to skim to the front, but it just seemed like,
It just wasn't looking good for anybody.
It just wasn't looking good. Now, maybe I misunderstood, but if I'm wrong, please tell me what you think. This is just my opinion, and I just would just like to see our black men man up.
Yes.
You did it. You did it. You ain't got to tell nobody. You ain't got to confess to anyone. You just go into your closet in your room, and when nobody's there, just go in and sit amongst your belongings and weep and confess. And after you're done, come on out and leave it there. And wait before you start talking too much, doing too much. Mm-hmm. Because this stuff you can't take back. And understand, Harvey is trained to trip you with questions. He's a lawyer. He asks psychological questions to twist you up. He's a professional.
Yeah.
He's not sitting there like Baby Crone and I, what you have for breakfast. He might be saying, so for breakfast you said you had bacon. So what was it, fried? You may be like, yeah, because they said it was grease stains all over. You see, you understand what I'm saying? Right. You see, we wouldn't do that. Did I make sense? Yeah, you see, I'm asking you a question. I won't be thinking like that. No. But Harvey been flipped up on you, asked you some question, and so you went to the freak offs. No, I never been to the freak offs. But didn't you just say that you were there? Yeah, I was. But at 12 o'clock, oh. And then he'll come back. I'm paraphrasing. I'm making all this up. I'm just telling you how he works. Then he might say, and the party ended around 2, you said? Yeah, 2. I just thought you said 12. You got it. He's a lawyer.
Yes. He's listening.
He's trained, and I dated a lawyer. So I used to date lawyers, and the one thing a lawyer can do, they can get to the bottom of it. I don't know, a psychological training. I don't know what, but they know how to maneuver and ask questions and mess with your psyche, and you don't even know you're giving them information for the FBI or whoever. Mm-hmm. Be careful who you talk to.
Yes.
I'm serious, because look at it. Mm-hmm. And they were on, I was like, oh God, why are they doing this? So anyway, enough of that. I hope you just get these are my opinions. No offense to Harvey. Mm-hmm. Harvey should be sitting over there saying, yep, she's right. She got me right. I'm a lawyer. And I never lied about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
They come to my show. I'm going to ask them the questions. They know the deal. That's what he'll say. He can't get mad at nothing I said. I like Harvey.
Yeah.
But I know that in my opinion, when it come behind Harvey being a lawyer, he a snake to me. What do you mean? He cool at it.
Yeah.
You know, he know how to slither in and grab stuff and internalize it. That's what I mean. He's calculating. Be careful talking to Harvey.
Yeah.
Got yourself up there and take it to these psychologists and stuff, and they've been broke it down, and you be like, wow, I didn't, because he clever.
Mm-hmm.
What else we talking? Was that good?
Yes,
I didn't too much. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about Harvey. And I just think that they need to shut up.
Yes.
And wait it out like all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going on behind the on curtain, keep it behind the on curtain. Relax. Never let them see you sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Chill out. Breathe. And keep swimming.
Yes,
until the day come. Relax. Brother man, sister man. Relax and breathe.
Yes.
You're freaking out. All this talking got you nervous, got you pooping, got you sick to your stomach, headaches, you're breaking out in hives, you're paying people off, you're reacting to gossip. It's all there to trip you up. It's a psychological maneuver. They're playing chess with your mind. Relax and breathe. Do the Oprah. She's a master at it.
She is.
Do the Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
They master at it. Do the Master P. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Be a master at this thing. Relax and breathe. Relax. Y'all freaking out, going everywhere, talking everywhere, on shows looking innocent and guilty.
Yes, innocent and guilty at the same time.
Innocent and guilty at the same time. Now you know that's an oxymoron. So chill, my brothers, please.
Yes.
It's going to come out what they want to come out. What they looking for is happening. And you all are making it happen because you're freaking out. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. What anything you want? You thought that was funny?
Yes, because that's exactly it. They didn't have to, the Homeland Security didn't have to do much. All they had to do was just put the video out there and they're just like, let the people do their magic.
They act like, these people act like Homeland Security is ghosts, and these people seen ghosts and running scared. They like roaches, scrambling. But I'm telling you, relax. Yes. You're already talking too much. You know who you are. Mm-hmm. Be quiet. Have you ever known that I don't know nothing if you ain't saying nothing?
Exactly.
You know, They say, and I may be doing, but you can only believe half of what I'm doing. But when I'm adding and I'm telling you, you're making it bad. To stop, be quiet, chill. Let Harvey guess. But it's too late. Y'all done ran off at the mouth. What we had.
Yes, and so did you want to talk about Beyonce next or Sky Jackson?
I'm going to talk about Sky Jackson.
Okay. Well,
I'm just going to breathe.
Yes, I saw you slump down on that one. Sky Jackson, PR relationship, pregnant, for real. You remember Sky
I got to keep swimming.
Yes, got to keep swimming. You remember Sky Jackson a few months ago who got into a fight with her boyfriend. Yeah. Just got to keep swimming with that story.
Only because she is pathetic.
Yes.
It's pathetic. And the reason why I think I made cards on her, everything I say is allegedly, I'm entitled to my own opinion. I feel as though she's doing this to change her image. I think that this was PR, and I think she got involved mentally with this. No, he's just a no dude. Just no.
Dude.
No, just a no ninja. Just
Mhm.
no. Just no. That's it. Who is he? A no ninja?
Mm-hmm.
No. What's his? No. Just a no ninja. That's what he is to me.
Mhm.
So she's tangled up, and that wasn't good enough. She got arrested by him.
Yep.
It wasn't good enough. Now she's carrying the baby.
Mm-hmm.
What was supposed to be a pre-op to change her image and all that, she done fell in love with a man that looked at her like a joke. And let me add this, a young man. What is wrong with Disney? What's wrong with their people?
I have no idea what's wrong.
Justin Timberlake, an alcoholic.
Miley Cyrus got better, but
it don't matter. I'm looking at what they're like when they.
Yeah, true. Miley
is in her 30s now. Miley was 22, 23. Look at Joe.
Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, what they doing? Justin Timberlake.
Yes, Amanda
Bynes. Come on. And now you even got the little black girls. Come on, what y'all doing, Disney?
Mm-hmm. They really are a part of that mega machine.
Even Haley had a baby.
Yes.
After having the baby, the one thing I didn't want, I thought they were going to make it. I thought, and there's still hope for them, but they already broke up, and a breakup is a breakup. And even if they get back together, it still was a breakup. I don't know at this point. I really think that they might because I want them to. However, I don't know. It just seemed like Hallie had that baby. And sometimes when women have a baby, that's all they wanted by a person. They don't know it when they're doing it. It's like after they have the baby, they feel filled. I can't explain it to you. It's some kind of fulfillment that I got. I got a piece of you, and that piece of me, I don't need you anymore because I got this. And as long as I got this, I don't need you. And so they're able to move on. If that makes sense. I'm not saying that's the best way because it doesn't make sense why she would break up at this point. Mm-hmm. Why she would go on air and try to down him when she never used to say anything at all.
That is true.
And I know because when Holly made that song, I said she changed. I said then Holly changed.
She did.
She turned into a woman. And I don't know what broke them up, but I tell you one thing. Today, as I always maintain, I don't know why y'all dog him out because I can truly say he was good to Holly. And not only that, he's a good dad. Yeah. He's no less than what I thought he would be.
That's true.
You know. Now, on that same thing, one of my favorite YouTubers is Kai. Why he go out and spend $50,000 on a rubber? Are you serious?
Yes.
Kai. I would like to have new siding. 50. You lost your mind? If you come across this video,
please help a channel out.
Help a channel out. Help us get us a little jingle. Invest some money over here. Please, I promise you, we'll remember you. We will talk about you. We'll say how great he was. We'll give high five and say he's the greatest. Yeah. By golly, we will. We'll just send that little bit of money over here, you know, if you don't mind. Not that we're begging, you know, and once you get, we won't even go and ask you for another dime. We'll be just so grateful.
Yes, we would be.
Thank you, Kai. I hope you hear this message. So you can keep your $50,000 robot. Is that what it was?
Yes, it was a robot.
But you keep it, but you got that? To God like that, you definitely can, at least $25,000. You can donate over here.
You can donate that.
Come on, you can help us get a better mic, more whatever. I don't know, but you can do something. Can he do something?
You can do something.
Thank you.
Yes.
Maybe expand this room a little. You can do something.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thank you, Kai. Yes. Prayers going up for Kai.
Yes. Yeah.
So who else we have?
Yep. So
Did we get finished talking about the girl Sky Jackson?
No, a little bit. We was just talking about how
All I got is a shake in my head.
Yep, and how Disney is really creating some mishaps over there. I don't know what Disney does to you guys. Even
but I got this. Can I just want to run a card on her? Just
okay,
Sky Jackson. What we want to know? What is the main thing I want to know about her real fast? I want to know.
Is she trying to get rid of her Disney image?
I really think she is. Well, that's gone. You know, Disney, like once you have a baby, you done did it. Once you have a baby, you see Taylor Swift ain't had no baby.
Mm-hmm.
You see Beyonce got married. You get married and stuff, it's fine. Mm-hmm. But they don't want you to get married. But if you get married, they can deal with that. They can make a show out of it. They can make money. But when you just go out there and have a baby, as what they call out of wedlock, they don't take too kindly to those kind of things.
Right. I think Selena Gomez is off the Disney Channel as well.
Well, yeah, she is. Look how messed up she was. What's that other girl?
Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato. Your memory going back, isn't it?
Yes.
What does Disney do? What the world do Disney do to these people?
Yeah, for real.
Shoot, I grew up with MICKEY,
Britney Spears,
MOUSE, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Forever let 'em hold her that hi. Come along and sing a song and join the family. MICKEY, MOUSE. That's how I grew up. And then it was like MIC, Mickey, something MIC. Why? Because we like you. MOUSE. And that was my thing. And when I was a little tiny girl, it was like a big. I love me some Mickey Mouse, but nowadays I don't know what them people went through back then. My God, jeez! If this is what they doing to people, then my God, what did Annette and all of them went through?
Yes,
they were grown. Of course, they was like when I looked and I'm looking at repeats. They did, but when I was turned on, they were little kids. Just like when I used to see the Little Rascals, they were in black and white, but they used to have the reruns. And even though they were grown, I was still looking at them as kids, if that makes sense. Like the Three Stooges, they used to show stuff like that, but then that lets you know how old I am. But even though they were grown and they were older, but that's what we had until they came out with stuff, moving on to the east side and other shows that came on. I'm all on some conversation. I don't even know why I'm on there as I shuffle these cards.
Talking about how Disney Channel is actually questionable and how they
what are they doing to their actors, their singers, their performers?
Because at a certain point, it has to become a company problem and not the person problem.
I just don't understand what's going on.
I don't understand either.
Here we go. This is Sky. I see an 8 working at something. I also see the 4 cups. She's rejecting something, emotions, even though it's somebody handing her something kind of feelings or some kind of emotions, because cups is about emotion. However, I wouldn't trust it because the hand seemed phony. So somebody is handing her something, handing her false feelings. It's not real. It's like, I love you. 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 This is what this is like to me. I love you, but it's not real. And she knows it, but yet she's stewing in it anyway. Here again, as I said earlier, a lot of this was about a business move. Again, I see her twirling. Again, I see this love affair got in the way. I think it went too far. I think she fell in love with just something to change her personality. I think she just wanted to get marred, just dirty a little. But she didn't mean to fall in the mines. She just meant to get spotted. Because she done fell in the mines and now she soiled herself. What do you mean? Forget about the pregnancy. I don't think no pregnancy is a bad thing.
No.
I don't care. I don't think unless it was done where your body was taken. In that case, I'm different. But because she's pregnant, I don't think that's a bad thing. But I do think the person, I can't call him a man, but I can say this. The young man that she is pregnant by clearly shows that he's not in love with her. He talks to her any kind of way. He say things. You hear him say it. They record him. He got arrested. He got other kids. And here our lily white sky hooked up in this. This was not meant for her to get tangled up in.
Okay.
And I see she's even though she wants to be free, and I know and I see movement. I really see movement towards trying to move out of this, trying to move away from her past. But as you see, she's sitting there and she's stuck in her emotions. And even though she knows he's not truly in love with her, she's unable to accept that. Baby Crone, what you have to say?
Yes, my cards.
Did you agree with that, or did you understand this is what I got? What you get?
Yes. The first card that I had pulled out was the poverty card. However, is right. I feel you honestly too.
Want me?
Yes, please. This poverty card could symbolize the fact that she was feeling desperate in the sense.
Keep on.
Okay. Sky Jackson felt desperate in the sense of the fact that she needed an image change. She wanted to do something drastic. She needed to take drastic measures.
Because she didn't want that baby image. She didn't want to be looked at as like a little girl. She wanted to, in my opinion,
the way she looks.
The way she looks. Pretty girl, don't get me wrong. But she's short, she's little. Her career was sinking. So it's like, bring some attention, get a little spotted. And she fell in the ditch.
Yep, she did.
That's what I got earlier. Now I don't get that. I'm sorry. I get the same thing, but go ahead, baby Crone.
Yeah, what I find very interesting is this house card had popped up, and right next to the house card also came up with the child.
And this just popped out. Oh my goodness.
So I'm not sure if she was trying to create a family
I
or
think
a home
so.
with this.
I don't think that pregnancy is a mistake. I think it was a way to hold on to him. I think this is the first time she's ever fell in love. I think she fell in love with somebody who don't mean her no good. My heart aches for her. Prayers going up for her and her family. They must be mortified. In other words, she's saying, she's saying, this is what I think, it was an old song. I don't remember the melody of it, but it goes, I just meant to wet my feet. It says, but you pulled me in well, the moments of love that bring this good feeling. That's what I think. I think she didn't mean to, but she fell in too deep. And I think that this was a PR stunt to just get her a little spotted, but she fell in love, fell in with the wrong guy at the wrong time. And now she is, I don't know how she can recover from this, because the guy she's with have left such a stain.
Yeah.
And it's nothing nobody could do. And she's out there. It's just pathetic. If I was her mother, I would be crying.
Yeah, she's trying to make it look good.
Well, anyway, that's Sky. I don't know. And let me finish mine.
Okay.
I'm not finished. You was finished. You was finished. I'm not finished. Let me finish. I wanted to go back because I like to finish my cards, because I like to see what I have to say about these things.
The stop card popped out again.
What's that? Oh, the stop. I thought you stopped. Okay. So what I see over the 8, I see an enemy. An enemy. That's what I'm saying. I don't think this guy means her any good at all. She's working. She wants him. She's doing everything to hold on to him. She says she don't want him, but she's addicted. She's got addictive, crazy love. And anything that is addictive is not good for you. I see an owl, and I hear that she's getting counseling, probably from her parents or whatever, or management, but nobody can tell her anything at this point. Also, I see the end of the road. You know, she's come to the point where she's having this baby. She didn't mean to fall in it. She didn't mean to have it. It just seemed like this was all a mishap that she just was not ready for. You understand? Mm-hmm. And so now she's just at a place there's nowhere else to go. Now she's a mom. Now she's got a baby by a man that either going to be in jail and got other kids. End of the road. End of the road when it comes down to her and this guy. This is about the best she's going to get from him. That's what I mean. And then I see this is negative vibes. When she go back in her past, the reason why you see that past is showing up again, it's that past that I read about earlier. You know why? Because it's negative. It's bad. She come from it's bad. She don't want to go back there. She doesn't want to fix it. But her past and what she grew up in and what was around her is showing. Because if she had a better environment, she wouldn't be caught up in that. So her past is overshadowing her and her work. And what I think was meant to be a PR stunt done turned into a freaking nightmare for her and all that is involved. And yet here she is, she's having a baby. But let me say this on a good note. She wants to have this baby. This is something about him. Okay. This is something, you know, this is like a vida loca. It's like, ooh, I mean, this is something she wanted to have him. And now she have him for at least for 18 years or longer. Mm-hmm. So I wish her the best to having him. And for Sky, she's just a young girl out here that's caught up in a situation, and she has to grow up and grow up fast. Mm-hmm. And I don't think her career is ever going to pick up the way that it was. I think it was suffering. And I think that I'm not saying she's never going to be an actor. We won't see her again. I'm just saying I just don't see her in this way that she was. And that's my read on Sky. Let's go on. Did you like that?
Yeah, that was a very good reading.
Yeah, yours was good too over there.
Thank you. I actually am curious how many months pregnant she is.
You could pull that up.
All right, I'm not sure if we can find that information.
I'm sure she maybe. She looks swollen enough, so it looked like she could be about 7 months. She's a tiny woman. She look about 7 months. I mean, it's nothing wrong with her having a baby, you know. No. That's not for me to judge. That's for her and her family. But if that was you, baby Crone, I'm going to tell you right now, I'd be so disappointed.
I understand.
I would be so disappointed. I would be so disappointed. I would love my grandbaby, but I would be so disappointed in you that you allowed this. And I would say this under the circumstances. Come on. You couldn't give my baby a last name. You couldn't put him in an environment or a situation where he feels safe and secure and have the love of both parents. You couldn't offer him that. Mm-hmm. I would feel very disappointed.
I was only curious about her.
You want me to ask another question?
Oh, no. I was only curious about when she had conceived the child.
And when was it?
No, I couldn't find that information. But I'm inclined to believe that it could have been around her birthday, which was in April.
When they had that fight and she got arrested, or that's not the one?
Yeah, because they did say that she was pregnant at the time, but it wasn't showing.
Showing, right.
Yes.
And that's when she got,
Yep.
This woman has been out there dealing with this. Was she 22?
Yes, 22. And her birthday is April 8th.
So she had just turned, that was her birthday.
Yes, and that was the same day.
Over this guy.
Yeah.
Over this guy. No, over that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yes, and her birthday was on the same day as the solar eclipse this year. So therefore, she's definitely going through transformation.
Do you know her birth sign?
An Aries. Yeah.
Bobby can't tell her nothing. Hard head make a soft butt. That's what my mom said. So she's going to live and learn. She wants to do it her way. You play in the fields. You go out there and play in the mines. You get spotted. At the time, a girlfriend of mine, Mother told me that, and that stayed with me all these years. You play in the mines, you get spotted. And if you fall, you get dirty.
That's true. That's true. Speaking of somebody, Beyonce.
This is it, Beyonce. Let's
Yes.
talk about it.
And
What they're saying about the words. Go ahead, baby.
Yes, apparently Beyonce is supposed to be nominated. Well, she is nominated for at least 4 or more awards at the Grammys.
I heard 10, I heard 14, I heard swiping the awards. This is what I heard.
Yes, and some of the categories that she is nominated for is Album of the Year,
which that's what she won.
Best Country Album, Best Country Song, and Best Song. Those are just some of the categories that she's nominated for. You good? Sorry, were you thinking about Beyonce?
I'm thinking about Beyonce. Can't I just be sitting up here thinking?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, honestly, the way I feel about it is the fact that this is her second album.
From the Renaissance.
Yeah, from the Renaissance. We have no idea what the third one's supposed to be, but she hardly promoted this second one that I almost feel like we might not be getting that third one. But honestly, I don't really care about that third album. But Beyonce, what I feel is a bit lopsided is the fact that Beyonce is nominated for all these Grammy Awards. Like, she didn't just win 11 Grammys last year and is the record holder for the person that owns the most Grammys. So I feel like she is Grammy'd out. She doesn't need any more.
Well, this is what I feel. Baby Crone, that's your opinion. Say that.
My opinion. That was my opinion.
My opinion is this. Beyonce made it. Okay? She didn't promote Cowboy Carter.
No, she did not.
She didn't promote that. What is it? Cowboy Carter, yes. Texas Hold'em, what is it?
Cowboy Carter's the name of the album.
Yeah, she didn't promote that album. She, the country people didn't give her. So it's like we're going to come in and say, oh, poor Beyonce, since the country people didn't give it to you, here, we're going to make you album of the year. We're going to give it to you for all. I don't think that's fair.
No.
She didn't promote it. She didn't write the words to Texas Hold'em. And with the Dolly Parton and 18 Carriages, those are the ones I've heard. But I'm saying we got to stop deifying people. She didn't promote the album. The album was a hit, but it didn't stay long. It was there, and then it was gone.
Yeah.
Did it have a video? I don't even think she really invested much of video in it.
I think we got a music video.
I think she was sitting on a horse.
Yeah,
or maybe a horse was galloping.
Yeah,
I don't even remember. Maybe a car was.
Or maybe like her doing some like sexy poses. It wasn't really anything.
So for me, why give her those awards when people worked? They worked at this. They invested their time.
Yes.
Many people don't have money to pay for a spot. You understand? So to give it to her, to me, I don't think it's fair. Why? Because I'm not saying it wasn't a good album. From what I heard of it, yes, I did like it. I'm not taking nothing, but I'm saying it's like she put it out there and that was it.
Yeah, that was
like
brilliant.
I knew I could do country. I just want y'all to know I could do country because I got country in me. I'm Texas. But you know what? I don't care. That's how she treated that music to me. Now I don't know what she was doing when she was in her thing recording it, but I'm just saying I don't think that, and don't hate me. These are my opinions. With everything going on with Beyonce and Jay-Z, I side-eye everything now.
Yes.
So if you're going to judge me fair. I don't, and you all can do what you want, but I don't want Beyonce to be my queen. I wouldn't pick her to be a queen. Why? She doesn't really talk to us. She doesn't share much. She said, when you know Beyonce, she's about money, money, money. She don't have a problem grabbing at them pockets, but she doesn't stand for anything really.
No.
I heard, whether it's true or not, I don't know, but I heard she was paid a handsome amount of money to go and speak for Kamala.
Yep.
I don't blame her.
Mm-mm.
But even her speech didn't even seem authentic. And
No.
I said that to you.
Yes, you did.
It didn't even seem authentic.
It didn't.
And when I did a reading on her, it was just like she did it because she had to.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it must be horrible. What if she didn't even want Kamala to do it?
That's
but
true.
Now they left her into being a Democrat. But the one thing I said, what this party showed me, and nothing wrong with being a Democrat or a Republican or other. That's not what I'm saying. It's just terrible. What if you didn't want to vote that or whatever? I'm not saying she did or didn't.
Right.
But to lump you into something, I don't like that. I think it should be private. I think we need to go back, and I think that movie stars and all of that, stay out of it. We don't need that. And I think that stick with that topic at hand and don't be so out there so long. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah.
Just, what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know.
I think that would be best.
All right, would be best. And I'll leave it alone. You asked me to. Leave it alone?
Yeah, leave it alone.
Okay, she think it'll be best. So I think that you're saying when it comes down to voting, it's best that everybody just
yes, keep it private.
Keep it private.
Yeah,
you know, I don't want to know what they vote for.
Yeah, but
and
in that way, you don't have to get lumped into any specific group.
Right, and it's private,
mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm about. Nevertheless, but if she gets the awards, fine. But let's see who she's running up against. Let's see. But all I'm saying about Texas Hold'em, she did not. It was good music, but she did not invest anything about promoting it, and that's what I hold. And not that she have to. She doesn't need the recognition. She doesn't need another one. If anything, Jay-Z begged for one last year. She got everything. Give her record of the year. So if you want to give a record of the year for Texas Hold'em, I don't think that's fair, but give it to her. Because I don't even know, because there were other songs out there that was just as up, that did just as good. Yeah. And Texas Hold'em was there. It did make it 2-1, but it didn't stay there very long.
No, it didn't.
What, about 2 weeks?
Yeah, just about.
Because we follow stuff like that. We follow. Yes. That's the one thing we do follow. One of the things we follow, a lot of things, but I'm saying we'd like to follow the music chart. And every now and then we talk about our favorite record for the month. I don't know what our favorite record would be for this month.
Well, I did like Gorilla's song.
Oh yeah, Gorilla. Then we did Gorilla. Was that last month, or that's her new song?
This is her new song that she just released with featuring T-Pain.
I haven't listened to it.
Oh yeah.
So I'll let you know if that's the song, because I try to give us our favorite song of the month, what we think that would be. So anyway, so when I think about Beyonce, that's what I think about her. And with all this stuff going on with Jay-Z and her, and she just cannot be my queen. I'm sorry. My queen have to be kind of like a little spotless.
Yeah, it was actually kind of perfect timing. She put out this country album.
It was nice. We loved it.
She was ready to claim country, and then the Diddy scandal came out. She went into obscurity.
Did you think it happened like that?
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Well, it seems to me when the country people didn't give her anything, she just kicked it to the curb. That's what it was like for me. It was like, well, they didn't accept it. Oh, well, here, you all can do what you want with it. And that's what it was. And it was like I did it because I wanted to see what I could do. It was just that. I don't think, no, I just don't see it. But if they give it to her, you know why. And I think that Beyonce would say, I don't need your petty. I mean, I don't need your pity. Don't give me an award because you pity me. I'm sure these words don't mean nothing to her right now, but only one thing, the record of the year. And if they give it to her for Texas Hold'em, I really would have to question it. Yes. And that's all I'm saying. However, I'm not a part of none of that. All I am is a commentator, and I just give you the news and I give you my opinion. But nevertheless, because of what's going on with Beyonce and Diddy and all of my mind just don't see her as in light like I used to.
Yeah, no, not anymore.
If that makes sense. So anyway, is there anything else?
No, that was pretty much everything.
Well, that's it. That's all the news we have. We'll see what the awards. What is the Grammys? What is it?
Yes, the Grammys.
When do it come on?
February 2nd.
Now, you know,
of 2025.
If I change my mind, I will definitely come back because we still got a ways to do it. But you know, when news is out, you got to get it while it's hot, boom, boom, because we don't know what's going to be happening in February. We don't know what's going to be happening to her or Jay-Z or Diddy or anything. Mm-hmm. But nevertheless, we know that the world just keep on spinning and spinning and spinning, and we just keep doing the best we can. And with that being said, we're so glad you joined us. And if you did like this commentary, you like this video, give us a thumbs up, give us a comment, and please subscribe. And we will be, what did they say? Subscribe and what else?
Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
And share, please do. If you'd like to share it with someone, it helps us, it helps our algorithm, and most of all, it shows that you really like our content. And it shows what we're doing, you appreciate. Yes. So with that being said, we thank you for joining us. You know we love you. Sunflowers.